Alright, VOD review part 2. This is a little bit into top 8 now, starting with Crouton versus KTD. This will be... yeah, I think KTD played Ragna and Terumi this set, so I can't say too much on Terumi because I don't know much about him, but we'll see what we're working with here. After... is it a button check? No. Okay. Fades the anti-air. I will say, I think that was a startup Blood Scythe, if I heard that correctly, but I see the vision. Like if he gets over the chain and catches Hazama like that. My Hades, the classic. It's gonna be hard to comment on this one because there's some tomfoolery going on, but... okay, nice. Air Blood Scythe not safe. Almost kills, actually. I think Crouton's playing pretty conservatively so far. Nice jump out. Five B catching backdash is just a classic. Yeah, I don't really know. Good anti-air on Blood Scythe. It's hard for me to say stuff on this. Like, like what am I supposed to say about that? Yeah. Unfortunately, most supers are very easy to OD on reaction. Because it's like during the super flash, you've got 7 million years to mash the OD button, so... I see the vision, like, OD into super like that is unblockable. Or rather, the super becomes unblockable in OD. So Terumi, I like that the stream setup, but what's even going on now? A character that KTD is a little more familiar with. Okay. Nice. 6C is a really... like, it comes up pretty fast, and the hitbox is also really big, so it's pretty good to stop. Like, it takes a lot of space very quickly, and obviously on counter hit it's big starter. Just, you know, extremely unsafe on block, but it's not a bad option at all if you've got the meter to make it safe. Counter soul. I will say, I guess in this scenario, yeah, Crouton does have to go in because the timer's getting really low, but that should seal it. Mm. 2D round start, gets counter hit. Okay. Knockdown. Tries to go for a cross-up, I think. Gets the blue beat combo. Hazama 5A. Super good button. Oh. Nice. I will say, I think on Crouton's end, he's a little, like, antsy, I think, on the way he's moving with his change. Like, looks somewhat predictable to me, I think. And Cameron has done a good job so far with anti-airing the ones that are not real, basically. But good combo, closes it out. Double super does a lot of damage, though. Okay, let's skip ahead here. So, Kapral versus Tenara. I feel like I've definitely reviewed this specific matchup before, like the player matchup, so I think this it reminds me of, I think, what I said about Metal P, I think. Metal P versus Kapral, where I think Tenara has the right, like, he has the quote-unquote correct game plan on what to do against 9, but I think the responses aren't quite the correct one yet, so... I saw Kapral using this a little bit more, which is good. This beats delay tech, which is exactly what Tenara did, so perfect there. Okay. See, this is what I mean, is like... Okay, you've got the space, you're waiting for 9 to respond, and then I guess he's just late on the punish. Like, he tried to punish it with dash 5D, but you should not be looking to punish 9 with drive, because if you're off even a little bit, she just gets to teleport out, right? And probably punish you. Good block, good backdash. That's all good right there. 6D to catch the jump startup. Good ender. Okay, so a lot of good things right there at the end. Got the burst, which I think at that health deficit, that's the most you can ask for, so... Please, if you're at the spacing... Okay, this is fine. But... yeah, I think, like, you're really... What you're looking to hit 9 with is, like, your actual normals. Like, the swords, 6D is not bad to use, but I think 5D is not as good, I think, because it doesn't cover the airspace, and it's, like, pretty teleport fodder for the most part. Yeah, see, like, you can whiff 6D like that and throw it like that, and it'll hit 9 trying to teleport forward. That's totally fine, but I don't like... I think 5D is not good. Good teleport out. Nice. Gravity, yes. Okay, this is fine. See, when gravity is up, it's fine to throw 5D, because it's like the only things you can do is Navy pressure, really, so... This is all good. Wheel Loki is a little bit risky, but it works out. Can't kill, but good ender. Okay. I haven't commented on it yet because it has worked out for the most part, but I think, Tenara, if you watch this, I think you go into 6B super often. Like, I think it's fine to slow the pressure down a little bit. Like, I like the idea there of going for tick throw, like more 2B stagger or something like that. Like, something to change it from just like immediately going into 6B, you know? Good conversion here. Because I'm pretty sure those 6Bs end up fighting later. Good teleport. Okay, so this is all fine here. Like, this spacing is totally good for Lambda here. Like, she's not in any threat against 9 except for Navy pressure. It's just responding here. Like, this should be... This is a super reactable response, right? Like, Spike Chaser is making her teleport. You see the first teleport. You see the second one. Like, you should be mashing 5A here right now. Because, like... If she teleports forward or behind, like if she ends up in front or behind you, the 5A is going to hit her. If it goes up, then it just whiffs and you can backdash back out. The drive is not the call because, like, it's so bad on whiff, you know? So, like, you should be looking to, like, just tag her with a button. I know Lambda's ground buttons aren't amazing, but like in a matchup like this where the opponent, there you go, perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see. It doesn't even have to be 5A. You use 2B here, which is totally fine. Just stand your ground, like force her to teleport with something, and then just hit her out of it. And if you're Kapral, I think the double teleport forward is pretty risky. Like, I would probably do teleport forward and then back, or forward and then up, or anything that's not double forward. I think double forward is pretty risky unless you're fighting an opponent that's like backing up super constantly. So this is really good here from Tenara. Like, he recognizes that Capral's going to teleport forward to try and get into 9's like preferred range. So the minute he sees a teleport, he can just dash up and hit her like that. And on the Capral's end, again, this is double teleport forward is too far, I think. What you do here is you teleport forward once, and then you're kind of... You're not in 9's preferred range, because 5B doesn't hit from here, I think. But you're starting to get into Lambda's space. Like, Lambda's back against the corner. And you're now close enough so that I think she feels really pressured to respond with something, whether it be jump forward, dash forward, pressing a button or something. But after the single teleport forward, you can tell, or maybe you can't tell, but it's like she feels very threatened to start an action to get out of that situation, so. Okay. No. That's gotta be a mistake. He actually instant blocked the DP, I think. Yeah, so he could have just punished with 5A or something. Or 2A. Yeah, 5A or 2A. Okay. Don't... I was gonna say... Like, this is what I think... There are flashes of like Tenara playing the matchup very correctly, and then I think I think occasionally they'll just kind of like, I don't know if it's like getting antsy, but like go into the like risk it all type of thing, like throwing stuff like this. Because we have seen before in the sequences that I've mentioned that he knows how to play the matchup. It's just doing it consistently now is like staying disciplined. Good roll forward. Don't really want to see the Soki. Like, I would just set gravity. Like, gravity is so good against 9. I can't stress how much it is. There you go. When gravity is down, you can afford to throw swords a lot more because 9 can't actually get close enough to punish you for that. Really good anti-air there. Yes, okay, that is much better here from Kapral. I think I was worried he was going to do double forward, but I like this more. Very nice. There you go, perfect. XP, no full conversion. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately at the range that Capral's at here, point blank, I really don't like, because if you go into the Crimson Raider route from here, you're going to side swap, so I think instead after Kunzite, just do 6A or like 5A jump cancel, stuff like that. Because it's actually, 9 is one of those characters who really wants the corner, like, she becomes so much better in the corner, it's not even close. Unfortunate, I think maybe a throw OS getting crossed, I don't know. Or probably not throw OS, but... Okay, I don't love the burst. Especially in a matchup like this where I think Lambda wants to be in neutral a lot of the time. Don't really recommend bursting her too much, especially because Lambda has a lot of things that are ODable. Okay. Nice. He's in. Good blocks. Jumps out. Alright. Okay. I mean, I think it's fine to super there. I personally wouldn't do it because it doesn't really help you lock her down, but like, or it does lock her down, it's just you can't do anything after that. But if she had done the super, it would have been fine. But good stuff from Tenarakunn closing it out there. I think we're getting better. I think it's like he's now, I think Tenarakunn is now closer to doing like picking the right options and executing it most of the time. It's not 100% consistent yet, but that's still way better than when we started learning this matchup, I think. So good stuff. Now we have Tenarakunn versus Zool. This matchup is tricky because I think Platinum doesn't have... Platinum has some things that makes Lambda annoyed to deal with, but Lambda also can snipe her trying to pull items pretty easily. And if you're the Lambda... well, this is just general anti-plat tech, but if you're watching her items, you can kind of predict, like, what her game plan is most of the time. Like, I think against Lambda, what I would see is, like, for example, I think Bomb is really strong as, like, an anti-projectile, or Bomb or Missile are strong anti-zoner tools for the most part. They're just strong in neutral in general, but, if you see those, I would say Platinum's probably going to back up and try to pull the item, right? Whereas if you see, like, I don't know, TP or sorry, yeah, baseball bat or something like the pan, you may not, like, she might try to throw that away and cycle in something new, or just try and run up and get a hit without trying to pull items. So something to keep in mind there. On Zool's end, try to tech this part right here. Like, you should delay tech the wheel Loki, but if you let it blue beat, she'll just get another knockdown into gravity usually. I think what Tenarakunn does is actually you could tech out of it. Like, I'm pretty sure right here you could have teched. And if you're Tenarakunn, I think you go straight into 6C again after the wheel blue beats, and that'll get you the knockdown. That way you don't have to worry about blue beat. So, like, right here, I see Missile, so if I'm the Lambda, I'm immediately trying to look to sniper pulling the item. Like that. I'm not sure, 2C probably misinput, maybe wanted to drive, which would have been the right response. But you can see how strong Missile is, like it just deletes her drive and goes right through it, so... Okay, well he didn't get punished for it, but these are the rounds where I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure I saw Zool getting killed for doing hard car a lot. Okay. Jumps out. Gravity, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Nice, good conversion. Okay. XP again. Well, it hasn't been punished yet, so I guess I can't fault him for going for it too much, but... I think against... Oh, we'll see, we'll see. I'm pretty sure that ends up getting punished later, but... If it is working, then go ahead. Gets the side swap, doesn't quite finish the combo, but... Good dash out. So yeah, see, like... Because he has the baseball bat here, he doesn't really feel like pulling the item is the most important thing. Here he has some space, so it's like, may as well pull it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up tossing it. Yeah, if you're Zool, that Oki's pretty... There's a very, very tight window you can delay tech and make it whiff, but I would just instant tech block. Like, she's gonna be plus a million, but I think it's worth it. It's not like Lambda has particularly strong mix-ups, so... Yeah, good super here. Recognizing that with the install hammer, he's in a lot of danger. Okay, yeah. B2D. I think on Zool's end, probably a little too predictable with like... You have the install item and it's like obviously a very strong tool, but part of the items is like having the threat of it, you know? Okay. Okay. Yep, bomb to keep you in the corner. Okay. Good TRM setup. I feel like both players are getting hit a lot on defense. Nice. Yeah, I am really not a fan of just doing raw Cavaliers. It's like super risky, you know? Obviously the reward is great, but... Nice. Doesn't get the full conversion. I mean, it's probably fine. Like, Tenara's in such low HP that, like, if he just messes up pressure once and then, yeah. Like, Zool's gonna be mashing the baseball bat at all times during the pressure. Because if it hits, it'll just kill you, so. Yeah. So, like, again, he sees the cat hammer, he wants to pull it, right? Because it's the neutral item, so. Gets the command grad to refill it. Hard car gets punished. Alright. Honestly, I think on both ends, like, I want to see, like, obviously I think both sides are not going for, like, they're just going straight to mix-ups, right? So, like, just start fuzzy jumping. Like, I think if you see an opponent is just, like, obviously spamming mix-ups and going immediately towards that and not conditioning you with, like, lows or anything, just start mashing fuzzy jump, basically. Because so far, I don't think they've shown, like, other options, you know? Yeah. Okay, Swallow Moon Ender. Doesn't quite get the full conversion. Not sure what the grab was there. Okay, yeah, I mean, he gets the super fan and a lot of damage out of this, so I'll take it and fan to end it, yeah. Just a rough, I mean, that's like a straight 50-50. I would even consider just supering, but, you know, there's no real right answer there. It's just like rock, paper, scissors pretty much. Unless you can react to that, which I can't, so. Zool versus Domingo. Okay. Yeah, so right now Zool has an item that's not very good in neutral, so I think he's either looking to get rid of it or he's just gonna run up and play normal neutral. Gets to throw. If you are Domingo, the way that you punish this is just do, like, after 3 finger wags, I think it is where your punish window is. Yeah, I think not expecting the 3C to hit. That was surely a countersold. Yeah, Zool really likes the treasure chests, so. And they're honestly really hard to deal with, as you can see. Gets out of it with most of his life, though. Gets clipped by the second overhead. This should kill. Oh, he dropped it. No! That's unfortunate. He didn't get the dash up. Yeah. I'm guilty of this too. Like, this is like the absolute level 1 RC. It's not even a real, like, it is technically a real mix, but like, it's so predictable. So. You can get anti-aired or, as you can see, reversaled out of it, so. I would even say, like, same side. Even doing, like, 2-on-4C RC low might be better. Or, like, might be an option that could catch people, too. Raw hard car. I don't mind going for the burst fade. It seems like he has a lot of momentum. Just ripping the hard car. Nice. Yeah, I don't recommend trying to zone Plat when she has bombs. Because if the firewall hits Platinum, the bomb will still come out and hit you, so... I think zoning Platinum is totally legit. Like, I think it's a good plan, but not when she has bombs. Okay. Not bad. Pretty solid. Keeping the turn going. Yeah. I think so. I saw Domingo do this the last set we had, or the last set I watched him play, which is I don't quite understand the RC here because you're not getting that much value out of it. Like you're adding 600-ish damage with a pretty bad knockdown, I think. So this is one of the few scenarios where I nitpick a combo because I think it's using meter for arguably a worse knockdown. Like, or the knockdown is 100% worse. Like you add the damage, but I think getting a better knockdown is worth it for S. Because otherwise she doesn't have the best options. So if you're gonna RC like that, like definitely swing into 3C. You can do 3C 6D stuff, or you could just do the 5D, like 3C 5D loops and stuff like that. Okay. Nice. Abusing the good old, big old sword. So yeah, this hard car is like, it obviously gets him killed, but like, I'm not sure I even understand it otherwise, because S is still in the air, so... I think if you're gonna risk it all, I would bet it all on the low hard car, but I understand why he didn't do that, because the low hard car wouldn't have gotten him any combo, so... I think you just take your fan on block. I don't know how bad it is on block, but... I don't imagine it's that bad. Yep, gets punished. I think if you're Domingo, I would like to not see both fireballs. I think that's where S's fireball game becomes a little bit weaker, whereas I think if you're just throwing one fireball, it's actually insanely strong. Like, probably the best in the game, low-key. Like, being able to change between the fast and the slow-moving fireball and throw different numbers at different angles is so strong. So... I understand throwing the B plus A one if you're against a zoner. This is a classic setup, by the way. Yeah. Command grab into the bubble. This is like... Honestly, if you see a bubble floating above you like this, I would just like fuzzy jump block into it, because a lot of platinums really like going for some nonsense during that, so... Yeah. Yeah. Good response to the 5D. At that range, S only has a couple options to keep her turn going, and all of them aren't super good, so... Okay, I mean, you bet the farm on that, but I actually kind of like it. Like, you don't expect to get hit low off of that. So this is not... Oh. I was gonna say this is not my internet, but it actually is my internet. That's hilarious. Alright, never mind. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I was gonna say, you can tech that for sure. Nice, this actually kills too. So, I think Domingo played pretty well for the most part. I think a couple things to clean up is like the offense, I think, needs a little bit of work, because a lot of what you're doing is like, it's just trying to keep your turn without really presenting anything like scary, you know? Like, It's also not super safe, because like the minute you go past the A buttons into the B buttons with S, it becomes a lot more linear on pressure. So you start having to go into stuff like drives and specials and your C buttons, which are all like not the best pressure tools. Like they're usable, but you don't want to default to that. So adding in some more jab stagger pressure and stuff like that, like working the instant overheads into your game, probably going to help a lot. So next up we have KTD versus Mitsuru. Now this is a matchup that I have obviously played versus KTD a lot at this point, so I imagine he's a lot more familiar with this matchup than Mitsuru is, but maybe, I don't know, maybe Mitsuru actually does play against Tiger, but so the general idea, I think if you're the 9, is Tiger is basically a Street Fighter character. So you can just kind of abuse the shit out of him in mid-range. Like, you don't have to do anything too risky. I really like just walking at him. Like, I think walking at him into that max range 3C range is really annoying for him to deal with. Like, he just doesn't have an option really to deal with stuff like that. And doing the stuff like jumping up and teleporting like this is risky in my opinion, because you can get put into this situation where you start having to scramble, and that's where like you're trying not to get hit at all. Because once Tiger has you magnetized, like everything changes and you have to be much more prepared for it, so. Pretty good response though. Unfortunate, jumps into the sparkle. That should be a, not the kill. Yeah, not the kill, but reset there. I would say against Tiger, just delay tech like everything for the most part. There are a couple specific scenarios where I wouldn't delay tech, but a lot of Tigers really like going for these resets, so. Okay. Gets out of range of the command grab there, so that's good. Trying to left right, but the timing's a little bit off. So if you're gonna go for Seedoki, like 9 times out of 10, you want to do J2A. Like Navy pressure's too slow, and it leaves them room to jump like that, so. Definitely just rising J2A is the way to go. Okay, so this is fine. Now, when you're magnetized, do not go into the air, because you get pulled really far. With the way that his magnetism works, plus the way that 9's movement works, you will basically just fly to the other side of the screen immediately. That should be the kill. When you're magnetized, honestly, just like down back, sit still, wait for him to try and like drive or do something to pull you closer, and then respond accordingly. Like if he's doing like 5D or 2D, those are both super reactable. The JD is where it gets a little bit scarier, but JD also doesn't pull you in that much, so. Okay, yeah, so I think cast here, jump forward is actually fine. I don't like the teleport. Or the double jump, sorry. Because I think if you just land... Yeah, I think with your trajectory, if you just land and block high... Because he's charging Sparkle. There's only one thing he can do out of this, which is that. So... Nice teleport. Okay. Okay. Good cross. Drops it, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Doesn't die for it yet, though. Okay. Yeah. This is rough because if you're 9, you have to train yourself to play the Tiger. This goes for all characters, honestly. Like, playing against Tiger, you have to play the Tiger matchup. Like, it's very different from playing BlazBlue against most characters. It's like a different set of rules, basically. And if you break the rules, it hurts a lot, so. I think another way that, if you want to think about it like this, is right there. It's like, Tiger is the one that's trying to get in. Like, you're not the one trying to get in on Tiger. Like, by teleporting this close to him, you're basically doing his job for him, you know? Like, you're just putting yourself into his danger range, so to speak. Yep, this is all fine. Taker can't do anything at this range. Be careful this. Yep. Okay, don't go to the air. Okay, low-key cooking there. Okay, this is fine. So here is, like, this is all fine, I think, what Mitsuru is doing. Like, Tiger can't really respond well against this. Here, you're not in your effective range, I get it. Just walk forward. Like, he can't do anything really fast to hit you, you know? Like, if you just walk forward, suddenly you're threatening 3C range, which beats all of his armor, so it's like... Navy Pressure doesn't really do much in this matchup, to be honest. I think it's honestly pretty bad. Okay. Teleport back I really like. Nice. Okay. Pretty good once he got the flow going. I will say, if you're KTD, he is going for these teleport cross-ups so much that they're all like... You can fuzzy jump out of so much of it. Because 9's not locking you down with a button, right? She's just like trying to teleport and make the fairy hit cross-up. So during that whole time, it's totally like you can just fuzzy jump out, you know? Slide drop. Yeah, and when you have... Yeah. Well played by KTD there. Like, when you should always be looking at the sparkle. Well, first of all, I guess we'll go back a little bit, because there's a couple things I can talk about here. If you see him charging up here, this is 3C fodder every day of the week, pretty much. Like, he has to let it go at some point. That's just how the move works. He can't hold it forever, so you just wait for it. 3C clips him, get a full combo. I mean, you get the same thing, basically. Like, you whiff punish it here, but... drop combo. If you're playing against Tiger, there's a couple things. There's, like, the rules. Don't go into the air when you're magnetized and such. The other thing is you're always watching the spark bolt meter. Because when the spark bolt meter is up, everything changes. Because he now has a very fast-acting projectile. And so, yeah, this is not a safe cast. Normally, that would be a totally safe cast. But with Sparkle, it's a big no-no, so... Yeah, I mean, I said a lot about that, and, like... It probably sounds like I was being quite critical, but... This is, like, the matchup that I think I've probably played the most. And so, I have a lot of... Like, a lot to say about it, basically. And so, I think on paper 9 absolutely destroys him. So it's just kind of like familiarizing yourself with the game plan and then like executing the game plan correctly. So, yeah, Mitzer, if you have any more questions or want to talk about that matchup more, just let me know. And so we are in, is this winners finals? Yes. Me versus Crouton. So last monthly, I believe I lost Crouton in 2 sets, I think. Like, I think he double eliminated me, if I remember correctly. So I definitely wanted to get my win back, so I did VOD review, I uploaded it, took a look at some stuff, and thought about it a little bit more, and this is kind of what I came back with. It's a little unfortunate that I think I was playing pretty focused. I think he was playing a little bit unfocused, maybe. Almost got the conversion there, that would have been sick. Okay. Yeah, I think here is like on Crouton's end. You get the low. Right here, like, he's still, I don't quite understand. Like, you're already full screen, right? Like, there's literally no danger here for you, so I don't understand why, like, just sit there and restore your second chain stock, right? Like, even if you just jumped back here, I think it was fine. I guess he was getting close to the corner and maybe wanted to avoid that, but by doing that right there, he ran out of chain stocks, and that sort of ended up leading to this hit because he was in the air. And, like, at that point, you're basically just falling into anti-air, or you have to do 214B, which is what you just saw, so. Now, on defending against this, fuzzy jump right here. Well, this depends on the 9's timing. Like, I would have liked to see just roll backwards in the first place, like not even getting put into that scenario. Yeah, a little bit off on the timing there. Not in position to convert it, but... Nice. It's the early grab. Drops a combo. Unfortunate. That's actually really annoying because, you know, like, not getting the hard knockdown is really rough. Because now 9 gets to kind of just fly away and do whatever. Not that she's like super favored in neutral. I would argue she's not even favored in neutral, but doesn't get the conversion, but baits DP, works out. Okay. Yeah, like, you could just roll backwards. Like, There's nothing stopping the roll backwards there. Okay, double spell stalker out, reset to kill. Like, I could have done regular combo into swap Seedoki and probably killed off of that, but yeah, not too much to say about that. So yeah, like, this whole sequence here is like getting into Hazama's space to make him uncomfortable and try to act, right? This is mainly to burn chain stocks. Like, you can see my intention was never really to hit him with the button. Like, I wasn't pressing a button here. So that's one chain stock down. And then we're kind of just using these like, fake teleports. Like, again, I don't think with these teleports my intention is to actually hit him. It's just trying to bait another chain stock, basically. There I end up doing a 6B, but it's out of range of getting punished, so it's like... So now we're down to 0, which means I can finally, like, start, you know? And, well, I say start, but like, here is realistically, there's no reason to get hit low here. Like, I started the string with 4A, so I can't rebeat back into it, so I'm just going straight to 3C pretty much. I guess the extra 2A kind of tricked him, I guess, but yeah. Crimson Raider there, delayed, is the only way I can, like, keep him in the corner, so that's why I did that. Yeah, so we kind of talked about this, but Crouton knows I have a pretty active defense, and so he has to mix me pretty early in the string, which is why I ended up going for early OD a lot. And if he happens to do like command grab, which I've seen before, or early 6A, it's just like a huge punish immediately, so... Nice use of stance there. The blue beat there is pretty unfortunate. I guess trying to go for a throw reset, it looks like. Crouches under the instant overhead. Nice, that was really good. Okay, playing more solid here. Yeah, and I don't really have any more time, so... Good stuff. Okay, back to 2. Okay, this is all I think is good. Like, way more patient with the stocks this time. Now he's back to 2. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. Crosses up the JA. I do know that with the setup having a little bit of lag issues, he said he was unable to do the stagger pressure, which I think would have changed a lot about the set, because I think I was able to make my turns like way more impactful, I think, than he was. And that's mainly because when he had a turn, it was like I would get out pretty frequently. Like I think throughout these rounds so far, I've been hit by a couple mix-ups, but a lot of his turns have ended in me just kind of jumping out. Okay. All pretty good. The 5C whiff is unfortunate, but, you know. Nice. Okay, so now... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the second stock was necessary, right? I guess you get to the ground faster, but you're already headed towards the ground there, right? You know what? I can kind of see it, because with the bee fall up in the air like that, it would take him a while to land. So as long as he can stay, like, jumping away from 9, that's fine. He'll get enough time to get the stocks back. Yeah. It drops a combo, unfortunately. Roll backwards, please. If you don't roll backwards, I'm going to put you in strings until you represent roll backwards, basically. Also a little surprised. I was kind of thinking he was going to OD on defense a little bit more. Just why I think a lot of my strings were really weird. Like, I would normally never do a raw cast like that, but... Yeah. Oh, not the drop combo. Actually... Yeah. I was wondering if he had the life lead there. It's hard to tell. Backdash gets caught. I don't get a jump cancel there for some reason. Good use of the stance right there. Giving you the option to go back and then cancel it into an attack is pretty useful. At catching 9 trying to follow you, basically. Nice, good block. Unfortunately, the corner is where you die, right? Yeah. The reason I do this, by the way, like a lot of people would just go low-high with this, is because of the OD option. Like, if he ODs and like Hotenjins here or something, this actually will hit you trying to aerial him, you know? So, by going for that left-right option, it's risky, or it's not as risky, but it's still a very strong option, I think. Sometimes I think, like, with that mix-up, I don't even know what direction is hitting sometimes because of the timing of the teleport. I was trying to get behind here, but... Nice. Yeah, you can kind of see, like, his stagger is not quite coming out. Doing double 5B like that on barrier block. I didn't get the spell swap. It's like here with the life lead, I don't have to do too much. The minute I did try to go in, I got hit for it, so. Yes. Like, obviously burst is coming here, but like, I'm actually not, like, jumping straight up like this means I don't really, I can't, yeah. Alright. Zool versus KTD. This is gonna be a... I'm not gonna nitpick too much on this one. I think there was a lot of clown foolery happening, but... Throw whiff plus on block, we love to see it. Or plus on whiff. Good combo. KTD jumping out. I think pretty smart, like, you may as well just kinda mash the jump out until they respond with the correct thing, right? Like, your goal should be, your goal basically on offense is to, like, check the defensive options first, but if they're going straight into the mix-ups, then... yeah. Okay, so normally I think raw C hardcore is not what I want to see, but it's actually somewhat annoying against Ragna just because his main ground poke is 5B, and a well-timed hardcore beats that and has a pretty high, like, the punish is pretty big, the damage you get off of it, so. High risk, high reward option. Nice. Doesn't get the full combo. Okay, good combo. Nice. No RC on the bat is interesting. This does not kill. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Nice. Good instant block and mash. I think KTD is doing a good job of making Zool look pretty uncomfortable against a lot of this. Like, I think Zool in general is fine. Like, he's pretty good at scrambling usually, but Ragna's just way better at scrambling than Platinum. Like, it's not even close. Okay. Yeah. Rough. Tries to beta burst there. Zool not biting. Trading, actually. Nice. Yeah, he has to be a little bit careful with the treasure chest because of Carnage Scissors, but... oh, that was almost sick if it hit into the bubble. Nice. Okay. I think pretty good item cycling there from Zool. This is gonna die with him doing hardcore on block, isn't it? I hate that I'm right. No. I think you should, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much about that, but like, the hard cars are, it's high risk, high reward, and I think the risks did not pay off there, so. This was also a little bit of a slopper set. The good old Goobers finals set. I think Crouton pretty good against Tiger, honestly. Missed the micro dash there. Good 3C though. Gets the full combo. Catches the no tech. Should be a killer. Yeah. Unfortunate. Spacing was a little bit weird to get a full combo. Nice. Nice. Yeah, stance is really annoying for Tiger to deal with when they're magnetized, or when Hazama's magnetized. Stance is a good option, I think. No. I mean, it works out, but if you guys didn't know, that super last hit is an overhead, so. And if he blocked it there, he could have done 8 million damage, so. Now we're going to Terumi. Which honestly I think might low-key be a better pick for Cameron into this. Good answer. Catches a mash. Oh. Okay, yeah. This is where the tomfoolery was happening. I forgot about this. Nice read. You could have just supered, but. I mean, I'm mostly speeding through some of this, because, like, what am I supposed to say there? Like, stop mashing on wake up. It's like, I don't know. Good instant block. Could be the kill, right? Oh, we dropped it. Oh. Out of all the ways to drop. I don't even know what the heck happened there. Backdash. Nice read. A little too high to convert. Oh. Command grab gets mashed on. I think it's fair, honestly. We were letting him get away with a lot of that command grab last time, so. Crouton's been pretty consistent on the IB, on the J2D, which is pretty good. Well played, well played. Beats quick rise. Goober's final. Nice block. Yeah. Oof. This is a nice burst rate. It's just I don't know what Hazama can actually convert there. I guess it would have been like Jamangin into RC J2C stuff. Which I guess is, I think is what he went for, so. Nice instant block. It's clipped on the way out. Nice. Nice backdash on the throw. I wonder, I actually don't know what Terumi's frame data is on his backdash. I know Hazama has some pretty good frame data on his. No. That's a lot of damage. That's also a lot of damage. Yeah, that's the kill. I do low-key think that... I think there are certain matchups that Cameron's Terumi does better into. I think this might be one of them, like... Being able to lock down Hazama and actually play the game and move around is kind of preferred versus Tiger, who can't really do that, so... Oh, the last hit whiffing there sucks. Oh. I don't know if he just missed a 5C there, but regardless, that should clean it up. Round start taunt. Definitely could have been worse. Good instant block. Okay. Wake up mash, I like it. Yeah, I mean, you know, what are you gonna say on that? They obviously weren't taking it super seriously, so. Alright, and then the last set. So I think my plan going into this was supposed to be to stay more grounded, but you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah, probably a little ambitious there with the stance. Ouch. Okay. Yeah, so this is something that if you don't play 9, you might not know about. 9 needs 2 hits. If you instant tech, 9 needs 2 hits into Crimson Raider for the fairy to cover her. So me doing 5B here, because I saw him IBB, means that this right here is actually, you can mash right here. Like, you can actually see it. Like, the fairy, the next hit of fairy is nowhere near hitting. And 9 has just used Crimson Raider, so there's time right there to mash for sure. You can see I'm kind of being wary of OD. And he finally bites, so I get the OD out. Bad OD on a 5B there, so I end up losing mine. Yeah. Mine's J2 buttons are so slow, like... J2A is like 13 frames, so... I guess it's not the worst, but combined with the floaty jump, that has happened to me more than once, where I jump out of something and I'm like, oh, he whiffed, it's my turn, and then I just get anti-aired or jabbed. Nice. Playing a lot more solid, I think. The grounded 5D chains at max range are pretty hard for 9 to actually do anything about. I think I thought I instant blocked there, but I did not. Really risky double teleport forward, honestly. Okay. Gets tagged. So you can actually see, like, when you have defensive options like OD and supers and counter assault, and you're willing to present them, 9 has to be really careful with, like, I can't do that many strings because all of my buttons can be OD'd through. Like, realistically, I should be pushing my advantage, I think. But the downside is if I whip the wrong thing and I get, like, OD'd into 5C, I might just, like, maybe not die, but pretty close to it, so... If you can just present those options and make me fear them, then I'm not gonna... Like, I spent a lot of time there trying to dodge defensive options rather than going for mix-ups, you know? That, I think, is just an unfortunate scramble thing right there.
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
All right. Good jump out. There you go. Like, not letting me get away with empty casts is really important. Unfortunate drop. It's... I don't know, it's hard for me to... he must have pressed something there. He got counter hit. I messed up there. I meant to get super jump forward J2B, but I think I started buffering everything way too early. I don't know what the hell combo I was trying to do there. Good conversion, almost. Honestly, the biggest takeaway that I'm seeing is like the neutral went way worse on the stock management, I feel like. Like, I feel like stocks were being spent without much being accomplished. Like, either spend them in a meaningful way, or like, don't spend them and let me try to get to you. Like, right there, I don't quite understand. Like, you're already a... Like, 9 can't really touch you at this spacing, you know? Like, it's not really... Doing this is like... I guess it's not a threat, like, I can't hit you out of that, but at the same time, it's like you just spent one and now you're up here? Where neither of us are really doing anything, except you're running lower on resources. So if you want to know where to get out on this... Well, first of all, I think you could have rolled backwards here, but... So, good at IBB here. That pushes me far enough away so that I can't hit another button. So I have to do jump forward, and this is not real. Like, you can jump out of this fairy hit. So that's what I was talking about when I was like, 9 has to do 2 buttons in the Crimson Raider to keep you locked down. There's a good bit of time she needs to like hit you with something to keep you in block stun before the second fairy hit. And the second fairy hit is usually where she likes casting or doing some sort of mix-up stuff. Weird situation there, but not sure what the 2C was for. Good J6D. Yeah. Unfortunate. Probably a little hasty there on offense. But, you know, what can you say?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the 5A wasn't supposed to blue beat? It doesn't even look like 5A should blue beat me there, but... This is kind of what I meant, what I was talking about. I don't know. I guess I thought the laser wasn't enough, but... I felt like his turns were not very impactful, I think. Like, not converting into a full round. There we go. There's the hits. So that's all like pretty safe, except the cast right there. But I think I messed up. Yeah, it was supposed to be 5C. Oh, yeah, right there it's supposed to be. This is fine. This keeps you locked down. This is supposed to be 5C, 5C, J2A, and then that would have converted with Kunzite. So. That was supposed to be Crimson Raider right there, that J2A. Yeah. I don't know how I got TK there, but pretty good option for me to try and stop the stance. Yeah. Yeah, I think there you just had to wait a little bit more. I feel like... I don't know, I couldn't really say much because it was... I felt like the neutral went way worse than usual for Crouton. Like, I feel like it was a combination of neutral and then once the hits were landing, like, I got to get out for free. And a lot of that, I think, is because of you know, the stream setup, not being able to do 5B stagger is really important. Or stagger in general is pretty important. But yeah, I think the neutral game plan definitely, you can take a look back on this. I think there's a lot to take away, like moving with more intention, I guess, using your resources with more intention, or like if you find yourself in a position that you're down on resources, like you can back up. Like backdashing is totally fine in this matchup. I know Kairos does it a lot when we used to play, so something you think about. I'm sure you have your own thoughts, and to be honest, I probably didn't look at it as closely as I could have. So if you want to talk about it anytime, let me know, and I'll be down to look at it again. So, but yeah, that is it for now. I will upload this and get that going to you guys. So, see ya.